Hi there, so I'm going to be explaining why I am Team Conrad Fisher and Team Damon Salvatore from Summer I Turned Pretty and Vampire Diaries. Because I feel like I see a lot of Team Conrad and Team Stefan, which is fine, but I feel like I don't know, I just feel like Conrad and Damon are a bit more alike. Sorry about that, that was... Anyways, I was saying that I feel like Conrad and Damon are more alike and stuff, and I don't feel like Conrad and Stefan are that alike, so I'm gonna be explaining why. And I like Stefan. I don't really dislike Stefan. He's just not really my favorite. I'm just more of a Damon girl, but that's all. So for starters, Conrad and Damon are both the older brothers that have been looking after Stefan and Jeremiah. Okay, Damon was looking after Stefan as a human, and throughout the show they may have had their problems, but they have always had each other's backs. Like, people only talk about how Stefan has had Damon's back, but Damon's also has had his back too. And especially when they were kids, Damon lied about stealing money, which he didn't do, so that his dad would punish him instead of Stefan. Like, the poor kid, like, poor Damon was getting burned by his dad for something he didn't even do to protect Stefan. And with Conrad, he wanted to go to Stanford since he was 10, but he picked Brown so he could visit home, and in season 1, he didn't tell anyone about Susanna's cancer because he didn't want to ruin their summer. So, you know, the protective older brother instinct there. And I feel like they're both also just really well-written characters. Obviously, Conrad's nowhere near as bad of a person like Damon is. But, you know, they both do get a character development, okay? Damon does change a lot throughout Vampire Diaries, just like Conrad, he gets to process his grief, and he's a much better communicator by the end of the show. And another thing is they both tend to be self-sabotaging when it comes to dealing with their feelings towards Elena and Belly. Damon offered her the cure knowing that she might want to go back to Stefan. And Conrad let Belly and Jeremiah be happy together because he thought Jeremiah could be there for her in a way he couldn't. That is, until he found out about the whole Jeremiah cheating with Lacey and Cabo thing. So they both would, like, do what it takes to keep Elena and Belly happy, even if it means giving up their own happiness. And also, this is not to say I do not like Stefan. Okay, I do like Stefan, but I also feel like some people be glazing him too much. And he actually does have some similarities to Jeremiah that some people overlook. Like, obviously, Jeremiah is much worse. And I actually used to, and yes, I've always been Team Conrad, but I used to like Jeremiah at first and used to think he wasn't that bad. But then the more I rewatch, I see how, like, manipulative and selfish and annoying he is and calculating. So, yeah. Those are just things you have to watch out for, because in season 1 he seems all sweet, but then when he doesn't get his way, you see his true colors. Stefan's obviously not as bad as Jeremiah, but there are still some similarities between them that I'm going to break down. So one similarity that they both have is, I think, with the whole Catherine thing. Stefan knew Damon still had feelings for her, and he still tried to pursue something with Catherine, knowing Damon still had feelings for her. Just like Jeremiah saw both Conrad and Belly about to kiss, and then he purposely, like, shot the firework in that direction to sabotage their kiss, and then the next day he tried to hook up with Belly. So obviously I don't think I need to go too much in detail about that, because I think that's pretty much something, like, all of us Team Conrad people know about Jeremiah. And another similarity between them is Stefan begged Rebecca to erase his memories of Elena when Elena made it clear she wasn't in love with him anymore, but she did still care about him. She just wasn't in love with him anymore, and he immediately begged Rebecca to erase his memories of Elena. In that moment, it's as if Elena was only important to him as long as she was in love with him. That's it. Similarly to how Jeremiah told Belly on the phone, "Don't call me again," as soon as Belly made it clear she didn't want to get back with him. And another thing is that both Stefan and Jeremiah sometimes fail to admit how wrong they've done, both Damon and Conrad. So it's only in, like, I think season 7 or season 8 that he actually admits he was wrong for forcing vampirism on Damon. And okay, both Damon and Stefan have done equally wrong. Okay, I am not making Damon out to be a saint, so you Stefan fans can calm down in the comments, okay? I know they've both done wrong, but right now I'm trying to talk about Stefan and Jeremiah here. Just like Jeremiah did not really apologize to Conrad until the last few episodes of the show. And I know Stefan has apologized for other things before that, but for that one thing, it wasn't until season 7 and season 8 that he did that, so that's all. And overall, Conrad and Damon are just really funny characters. So with Conrad, so there's the scene where I think Belly was like, I don't know, like, you crashed my first date for fun, and then she was like, I was with the guy who was cute and sweet, and then you guys had to come ruin that. And then Conrad's like, and us showing up for 2 minutes ruined that, really? Like, okay, I like Belly, okay? I'm not hating on her. I just thought what Conrad said was funny. And I don't think I need to explain how funny Damon is as a character either. So they're both just overall my favorite characters, and Conrad and Delana are both my favorite ships in those shows. So yeah, I am Team Conrad and Team Damon for those reasons. So yeah. Now, if you prefer Conrad and Stefan, that's completely fine. You know, feel free to talk to me in the comments. And anyways, I am so anxious for the Summer I Turned Pretty movie to come out so we can see Conrad and Belly's wedding. Like, I hate that we did not get to see Delana's wedding, so they better do us right with Conrad and Belly's wedding and give Conrad and Belly the screen time. We've already seen enough of Jeremiah. I mean, maybe we can see a little bit of Steven and Taylor, and I hope Steven and Conrad can make up, but like, I need this movie to be about Conrad and Belly and have like a cute beach romantic wedding and play a super cool Taylor Swift song. So there, that's all for the Summer I Turned Pretty movie. Yay! Oh, and also, I'm gonna explain how immature some of the fans can be when it comes to like their favorite team or whatever. So first, I'm gonna talk about like some immature Stefan or Damon fans that I've come across. So I think one like Stefan fan, like this person hates Damon, and I think I followed them, and I think they made this post like about a year ago, but I don't know. So they hate Damon, and so they tried to like inflate Damon's face, trying to make him look ugly, but it just didn't work. I thought it was kind of hysterical, but like, and I'd like to know how they managed to even inflate his face, but like, I don't know. So, and then similarly, I saw an Instagram post trying to act as if like all the Salvatores except for Damon were ugly, and this one's even more pathetic because all they did was use a picture of Stefan with a mustache and beard thinking that's gonna make him look ugly, but it didn't. Like, come on, I love Damon, but come on, Stefan's not ugly. Like, neither of them are. Similarly with Conrad and Jeremiah. So, so so with Team Jeremiah, so I've seen some Team Jeremiah people try to use like unflattering pictures of Chris against like really good pictures of Gavin, trying to make Conrad look ugly. Like, come on. So here's an example picture. Like, you mean to tell me this is a bad picture of Chris? Like, he still looks cute. Like, what do you mean? Okay, I mean, you can defend your team without having to make it about looks. Like, how immature can you be? Like, you're disrespecting. You can dislike their characters, but you're disrespecting the actors. And I've also seen some people trying to say that Lola is chopped. Okay, you can dislike Belly, but she's absolutely gorgeous. And Lola's not Belly. So maybe take whatever dislike you have for Belly, like, out away from Lola because Lola's not Belly. Like, Lola's so gorgeous. Yeah, so if you're trying to defend your team, like, please don't make it about looks, you know, actually explain why you like this team better than the other team. And no, so I've not seen one Team Conrad person try to make Jeremiah look ugly the way the Team Jeremiah's trying to make Conrad look ugly. So in response to those Team Jeremiah people trying to make Conrad look ugly, in the comments they'll put unflattering pictures of Gavin to get back at the Team Jeremiahs that do that to Conrad slash Chris. It's so funny. Yeah, so that's all. Like, don't make it all about looks, okay? Like, you can have your own opinion and explain why you're this team versus this team, okay? But, you know, let's not attack the actor's appearances, okay? Unless, of course, that actor's a bad person and did something to deserve it, then maybe I wouldn't care, but, like, just don't make fun of other people's appearances to make a point. That's all. And another thing I love about both Conrad and Damon is that they both love Elena and Belly no matter what. So even when Damon and Elena weren't so they broke up, and then Damon decided that he didn't want to speak to her for some time. He still protected Elena and carried her home safe, even though they weren't speaking to each other. And then, um, even when Belly was about to marry Jeremiah, Conrad was telling her, being with you, loving you, it was all worth it, and he wished her and Jeremiah the best. So yeah, that's another reason I love both Conrad and Damon so much. Oh, and it's not just the way they care for Elena and Belly. I mean, like, Damon also cares a lot about Stefan, and eventually he also grows close to Caroline and Bonnie. And Conrad did still care about Jeremiah. And so even when he heard that the wedding was off, he was just worried about Jeremiah, and he went to go check on Jeremiah first, and he didn't do anything about Belly until after Jeremiah gave him his blessing to go write her in Paris. So they also care about the other people in their lives too, not just Elena and Belly. Yeah. So just clearing some of that up for, you know. So that's pretty much why I'm Team Conrad and Team Damon. And if you want to know a few of other teams I am, so I'm also Team Cole Walter from Life with Walter Boys, Team Minnow Moon from Exo Kitty. Tell me, please correct me if I said his name wrong, I don't think so. And also, stop calling Anna Cathcart ugly, like, she's gorgeous. Like, she's nowhere near chopped. What the hell? And then, oh yes, I'm also Team Ben Gross from Never Have I Ever, and Team Edward Cullen from Twilight. So there, that's all. Bye!